We went to trial is because the prosecutor wanted to be so greedy. That jury did not give him 20. He was willing to take 15 years. I am here to tell you that it is never right to break any of our laws. So the reason that we have gone down the line and the reason that we brought Mr. Romanucci is because we actually have control over CBP and DHS. It's just, and ICE. It's just that these guys don't want to exacerbate, use that control. They sit there and they allow U.S. citizens and non-U.S. citizens to have the rights violated, and that is something within our purview. If I lived in one of your cities, in fact, I am in Dallas. Dallas has a Republican mayor. To be a sanctuary city doesn't necessarily mean that you provide sanctuary. It means that you're not going to do the federal government's job. That's what it means. They are local law enforcement. And what it means is that they are not going to sit there and do the job of federal agents. That is what a sanctuary city means. But to be clear, again, and I have more articles, the city of Houston was not, when you talk about someone being a sanctuary city, it is an official policy that they are following. It can't be that it's one person. It's the official policy of the city. Otherwise, it doesn't work if it's just one person. I will yield. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your indulgence.
Sure. Yes, gentleman is recognized.
Thank God she won't be back next Congress, but
Just to answer Ms.
I probably broke, by the way, they're not laws. I probably broke all kinds of rules today, just so you know, and I don't care, you know?
When Ms. Crockett says she doesn't have children, so she doesn't know, I mean, we're not wired to process the type of tragedy that we're living. We're not. There are no words. I will tell you, it does feel different when an illegal immigrant kills your children than it does an American, because it was preventable. It feels different. Not that I know that because I have had an American kill a child, but when something's preventable and your life is ruined from something that's preventable, it does hit a little different than what I would imagine it would feel like just a regular casualty. Loss in itself is so difficult.
I'm going to stop that there. And welcome to the Lamar's Gym Custom Knife Show, the number 3 podcast. That was about 10 to 15 minutes long. I only let about 3 to 4 minutes play. I want you to hear Jasmine Crockett. They're in committee. They have witnesses, mothers, they call them angel moms, that has lost children to illegal immigrants. Now, what Jasmine Crockett said was egregious. This crazy crap, babble. She wasn't the worst. Some black guy, I don't know what state this guy's out of, but dude, let me tell you something. I could see those moms getting up out of their seats and beating the shit out of this dude. If you get a chance, go to Forbes and check out the Angel Moms shows, videos. That was egregious. And I wanted to play his part, but from the time I got home till I got here, I guess I lost it. And I'm not going through all that to find it. But just think about this. What Jasmine Crockett said was crazy, but she wasn't the worst. It was somebody worse than her. And a couple of senators, the angel moms, and somebody else was outraged. And I don't blame them. Do you know how egregious you gotta sound to start talking about crap that don't matter when these women have lost children to illegal aliens? Now listen. What you heard from Jasmine Crockett, it don't matter if they lost their children to illegal aliens, to a naturalized citizen, in a car accident, on a roller coaster ride. It's still painful. True. But just like the angel mom said, it hits a little bit harder because it was preventable. The policies of these wackos, these communists, Marxists, Democrats, oh my God, has hurt many people. And they don't care. They're pro-illegal. They're pro-criminal. And I'm like, okay, just the normal folks. How do y'all side with these people, man? Is these deep blue cities that evil? So you telling me it wouldn't be a bad thing that if Russia or China or Iran sent bombs over here to blow up New York City and Los Angeles and Chicago and Austin and Atlanta? Well, hell no, Atlanta a little bit too close to me. but my point to that is, so you're telling me these pockets of these sanctuary cities are the reason that we have insane people in our country? That's a great possibility, because you got to be insane to want to live in a stupid big ass city anyway. You have to be insane. Now, I know tons of people who work in a big city, but they live out in the suburbs. They live out in the country. They get away from the hustle and the bustle. My point to this whole podcast is, I can't name all of them, but I know it's too many. From Lincoln Riley to the young black lady who was raped and murdered. The Hispanic lady who was shot at, I think in Chicago not too long ago, out on the lake of the pier. The list goes on and on. And like the Angel Mom said, all of them was unnecessary. And it hurts my heart. I'm a father of three, a grandfather of three. And even though I've lost people close to me in all kind of ways over the years, I've even lost my grandmama, my beautiful, loving Julia Jones, to murder. To lose a child to a preventable death is unforgivable. And I don't know what goes on in people's minds. And I know I'm wired different. Lord knows I know this. I'm wired different. But I don't never let nothing go. I would never forget what the Democratic Party and these liberals have done to this country, have done to the individuals. I would never forget it. Never. And neither should you. There's plenty of... I can't wait till I get my little stand. There's plenty of videos and material out there on the hurt and the pain that illegal immigration has caused. You have individuals that has been in this country 10 to 15, 20 years that have become mayors, that have become in state and local politics, have become education administrators over entire school districts. It's crazy. But, you know, I've said this plenty of times. As a kid, I had a sixth sense. And it only took me a few seconds to know what I was dealing with, whatever the case may be, whether it's human beings or whatever. It didn't take me long to understand what I was dealing with. And that sixth sense has helped me out in my law enforcement career, hell, just in living in general. Now, you don't need to be around that dude. Nah. You don't need to be around that person. Nah. I can't imagine what those women, the pain that they have felt. As a father, I'm telling you, I don't want to lose a child. I don't want to lose a grandchild. Period. As a mother, when you have a whole human being growing inside of you, you give birth and you nurture that human being, that child. There's a bond that, as a man, I'm telling you, it's beyond me. So the pain that these women felt, the pain that the women in general feels, whoever loses a child for whatever reason. But like the lady said, when you lose a child, and that could have been prevented, in an entire administration, an entire ideology kill those kids. You can say President Biden, and yeah. You can say Kamala Harris, and yeah. You can say the Democratic Party, yeah. It's because I don't think they won the election fairly. You had criminals doing criminal things to get these people in power. All of those people, whether you were stuffing ballots, whether you actually placed a ballot for these people, whatever the case may be, you call yourself a liberal, communist, socialist, whatever, Marxist, all of these people has got blood on their hands. But listen, that's going to do it. I'm going to wrap it up early today, y'all. I got something going on next door. I think some kind of car auction or something over there. So they're going to be making a lot of noise, and I don't want that to interfere. So I'm going to catch you next time. Hopefully I'll be putting up more information up on the documentaries that we're working on. And listen, I got this new device. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. So it won't be low budget. Well, budget-wise, it won't be, I don't know what the budget's going to be. I do know it won't be low quality. We have some iPhones at work. We have this beautiful piece right here at work. So we got some good quality stuff. And it's going to be high production, high quality stuff. So I've never done a personal, independent documentary. I've worked on a lot of things here, in the past, but I'm going to put this one together by myself. So I will see you next time. I love you and I appreciate you. And as always, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, we keep him first. I'll see you next time.